Hey everyone, for my first video of the year, have decided to make a big change to how I store my collection. I've been wanting to upgrade my binders for a very long time, and I finally used Christmas as the opportunity to do that. I've been kind of eyeing different binders that people use for their collections, and I saw these binders that are from Prism Platinum. These are the My Collection binders in Astro and Wanderlust. This is not at all sponsored. I got these as gifts for Christmas, so this is not at all sponsored content. This is just going to be like my honest review of these binders. Let us open this binder. I will say that I was not prepared for how large these binders would be and how big this box is. Prism Platinum even says like we can only ship one of these in each box. That's how big they are, and I clearly underestimated how truly massive these were going to be. Like, here it is with my hands. Here is, if anyone knows what this looks like, here is an eyes wide open album. So just to give you like a little bit of a size reference, they're huge. So I did open one of these on Christmas Day, but I left one to unbox on camera together just so you can see like the full unboxing. But I have seen them and I do already have some thoughts on them that I want to share, but let's unbox this together. The first thing I'm going to say about this is also like the quality of this box. Like just the box that houses these binders like is so nice. Let me actually open the box. This box is actually so big I had to change my filming setup just so I could fit the whole thing on camera. But the box is completely like padded on the inside, which is so nice. And then we have some lovely little like just thank yous from Prism Platinum. Here are the actual binders. How do I get these out on camera? I think I'm actually just gonna have to flip the box over. But as you can see, the box, like the bottom of the box is fully padded on the inside. So you can tell like just how much they are taking care to make sure that these binders are being delivered safely. And as you can see at the bottom of the box, it says made for collectors. The whole like thought behind the company is that it's made by collectors for collectors. So I really do appreciate that the people that are coming up with these products and the designs behind them are actually people who want to use them and know what the needs of collectors are. Here it is, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way, but these are the beautiful binders. So there's actually two, and they have this amazing like outer box. On each side of the box there are these cool cutouts, stars, suns and moons motif, and then on here there's this beautiful holographic detailing. It's so stunning. I was choosing between a couple different companies and really trying to decide like I love my collection so much, and so I care for it so much, and I want the thing that houses my collection to be just as nice as my collection itself, which is why I ended up going with these. So let me just take one of these out. What's cool about these is that no matter whether you put this one here or this one here and you swap them, the design will still line up. I'll give you a little show of that now. So now if I put this one on this side and this one on this side, the designs still line up, which is really cool. This is the Astro side and this is the Wanderlust side. So I guess I'll take the Astro side out first. So here is the beautiful holographic design, which continues on the actual front, and I believe back of the binder as well. Yeah, the back of the binder as well. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I really was hoping to find a way to just like really uniform my collection in a beautiful way, and I think this certainly does that. So when you open it up, they have this styrofoam just to keep it safe. This to keep it, I guess, from like scratching the binder just in case. And then we also have, this is like a clip, which I'll try to demonstrate at another point, which keeps the pages from sliding around when it's being stored upright. And here we have two, they're like hard, like shields, I guess, for the front and the back, to keep the pages safe. Let me show you the Wanderlust version as well. One thing that's really cool that I forgot to mention is also they have these like key pulls that you can use to safely pull the binders out of the boxes. I just love the idea that like they're stored as like a duo together in this safe box that keeps all of like dust and any debris or any of the elements away from your collection. And I just love that they're stored together. I just think that's so fun. And like, I'm hoping to get a few of these, and then when they're together, my whole collection will look very uniform. So here is the Wanderlust version with this adorable little bunny and the shooting star, this little balloon, the moon and the clouds, and then the same little motif on the other side. They're so beautiful. I can't get over it. It comes with these same inclusions as well. Something that I like really was not prepared for was how much space these take up. When I was doing my research, I saw that they were trying to solve a problem of like your binder pages reaching the same length as the bottom of the binder and then possibly damaging the binder pages. And so they tried to make it like taller so that that wouldn't happen. It solved that problem, but I did not realize like how tall they actually made the binders. And so where I currently store my collection, like these binders will not fit there. So I would definitely say before you order these binders, really keep in mind like how much space they're actually going to take up. I have a little handy dandy tape measure here. It's actually almost 14 inches long, which is pretty big. It actually is taller than my limited edition Nah album. Yeah, so here's my Nah album, which is already a massive, massive album. And as you can see, this binder is even taller than that. This album just barely fits in my bookshelf. So I'm either gonna have to like move my bookshelves around or something. I'm honestly like, I am unsure of where I'm now going to store my collection now that they're gonna be in these binders, but like, they're so nice. I'm just gonna have to find a way, I guess. A big debate that I was having in my head is how am I possibly going to replace all of the pages that I already have, because Prism Platinum makes their own PHOTOCARD pages, like 9-pocket pages and etc. These binders are already an investment, and I would prefer to not have to spend more money on having to buy new pages when I already have so many Ultra Pro pages. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just hole punch the Ultra Pro pages that I have, because these are 4-ring binders and Ultra Pro is 3-ring pages. So I was like, I'll just do that. Here is an Ultra Pro page. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's literally not even like possible where the holes would have to line up. These pages just like would not suit a Prism Platinum binder of this size. So I did end up having to get Prism Platinum's like custom PHOTOCARD pages, which was like a little bit of a downside for me. Like I would say if you are going to be getting these binders, I would suggest it specifically if you are someone who has been collecting for a while and you know that it's something that you're going to be invested in for a while. I got a bunch of Prism Platinum pages, enough to, I think hopefully enough to house my current collections. I think as of right now, I'm going to keep my larger inclusions and maybe my like Japanese and non-album PHOTOCARDs not in these. I think I just have enough for my Korean album collection. So this is, I actually haven't seen the pages yet. This is my first time seeing them. They just got in today, and I figured I might as well film something now. Here are the pages. As you can see, let me get here's my Prism Platinum. As you can see, or you can sort of see, it's transparent, but these are a very different size. But yeah, I'm excited to put these in here and see what they look like and, you know, transfer my collection into them. So let's just put one page in and see what it looks like. I will start by adding in these shields for the front and back. Okay, so the big one goes in the back, but I'm just gonna do it this way. You can already tell, or I can already tell just by like feeling these, that like these are very, very quality products. Okay, so now feeling this for the first time, these are also like, they are much like thicker and more like durable feeling, I would say, than my Ultra Pro pages. These feel like they're gonna keep your photo cards like very, very well protected and very secure. They're also like very clear, like you can barely see it on camera. I'm very excited to be upgrading my collection like this. I feel like the collection deserves it. Yeah, let's put my first page in with a set of photo cards. This is exciting. Okay, so here is my first page of photo cards from The Story Begins. So you'll notice because the pages are a little taller, they have like extra space in between each row as well. Luckily, you don't have to switch the type of sleeves that you're using, at least if you use the ones that I have. These are Dragon Shield. I'm very glad I do not have to spend more money replacing those. Oh, they slide in so nicely. One thing I've noticed about my Ultra Pro pages is that they can tend to get like a little cloudy after a while, and I'm hoping that these will not do the same thing. They feel like very, very quality, so I have a feeling they won't. And that is my first page complete. It looks so good. Let me close this. It looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie. These are really nice. They're definitely worth the investment. Let me show you a comparison of what the photo cards look like in an Ultra Pro page versus a Prism Platinum page. So these are the same size cards. So just to show you, like, there's like significantly more space between each row. There's also like a little flap here that I think that is like meant to keep the cards from sliding out, which I really appreciate. The cards are like just a little bit more spaced out in this version. I'm not sure, you know, which I like more. I think I'm just more used to seeing them like more condensed, but because the pages are longer, the cards are more spread out. So now I think I'm just gonna do like a little time lapse of putting the new pages in. We'll see how they look after that. I'm gonna do a time lapse, not gonna be talking. We're just gonna transfer my entire collection into these binders, and like if I have something to say, I will stop and talk to you along the way. Okay, so now we have all of my Twice OT9 Korean album collection inside of these beautiful Prism Platinum binders. I'll just flip through a couple of the pages while I talk about my overall reviews now that I have finally handled these products. So first we have this amazing, I don't know what it's called, but it locks the pages in place. So as soon as you push this down, now the pages can move freely. And when you put the shield back and then push it up, that locks the pages into place so they cannot move. So you don't have to worry about your pages or your cards getting warped in any way. Then we have the amazing shield that also keeps them from doing that as well. The pages themselves, the clarity is amazing considering how thick they are. They feel so protected, but at the same time, I feel like there's no cloudiness or anything. They're really, really clear. I love that they're both protected, but you can also see the cards very clearly. Now, one of the things that I was worried about is some of my collection, I have taken the photo cards and I have put 2 OT9 sets back to back. Because the cards fit so nicely into each pocket, I was a little bit worried that I might have some trouble getting 2 cards and 2 sleeves inside one pocket, but they actually fit perfectly, which is amazing. They feel snug with just the 1 card, and it didn't feel like I had to force 2 cards with 2 sleeves in either. So I feel like if you do store your cards back to back like I do for some pages, it's not going to be a problem with these pages. The standard fit, they do also have a slim fit and also a double sleeve fit. So I'm sure the double sleeve fit would also work well for this. I'm not sure about the slim fit because I haven't gotten my hands on them myself. Another thing about these pages is because they are so long, I was at first worried about what my collection would look like with the cards a little bit more spread out. Because the pages are so tall, there are these larger gaps between the cards. And I kind of like, you know, I think for my eye, I like having the cards as close together as possible. And so I was like a little bit hesitant when I saw how spread apart the cards were going to be. But as you can see, they look just as good. I don't know what it is, but like, just look at this. Like, they look beautiful. And the fact that they are a little bit more spread apart than I'm used to doesn't bother me like I thought it would. I think one thing I would consider when purchasing this is definitely you should measure the space that you're planning on keeping these binders. As I mentioned a few times in the video, they are particularly large, a lot taller than I thought they were going to be. And so they don't actually fit in the space that I had intended to keep them in. So I'm either going to have to like move my bookshelves around so that they do fit. These are about 14 inches and I think my shelves are closer to like 12 inches or so. So I may have to move them around or just find another solution. But I would definitely say to make sure that you have the space for these binders because they are so big. And then in terms of the actual size of how much they could store, I think the website said that they could store up to like 50, I think it was like 55 pages. I have put, I think in each binder about 50 pages. In this one, it goes from Fancy through Taste of Love. Yes, Taste of Love. So it is housing about 5 eras worth for my collection of Twice photo cards. So, you know, if you're collecting one group, they usually have like 1 or 2 comebacks per year. So it should take you a couple of years to fill up one binder. At the moment, I currently have 3 of them filled up. And then I have one that's empty that will start with strategy. And then, you know, I'll have some time to grow into it. At the moment, I am going to keep my Japanese and non-album photo cards and larger inclusions in regular 3-ring binders. I would love to get another one. Ideally, I would love to have my entire collection all in these Prism Platinum binders. I just think it would look so cool and uniform with them all lined up, especially because the artwork on the spine lines up So no matter how many binders you have and what order you put them in, the artwork is always going to line up. So I do think that eventually it would be cool to have that. As of right now, I'm going to wait and save my money up before I get another set of these duo binders. Speaking of the binders themselves, the main thing that I was looking into when deciding what binders I wanted to upgrade to were, first of all, protection. And I definitely feel like these binders really keep your collection very protected. The actual binder is like super sturdy. It has the outer box that keeps like any dirt, dust, and debris out from falling into the pages. And then the main other thing was sort of just like aesthetics as well. I'm just gonna do a close-up of the artwork on this binder. This is the Astro version artwork. Look how beautiful that is. We also have the artwork on the spine, which does line up with the other binders. And then on the back here, we have the constellations and the moon phases. Like, it all just feels like so timeless. That was sort of like the tipping point of what made me want to get it, is that I just really wanted what I housed my collection in to look and feel as special to me as the actual contents of these binders are. Let me also show you once again the artwork for the Wanderlust version. Here is the artwork for the Wanderlust version with this adorable bunny holding like a little star balloon as he's floating through the sky. And then on the side, that beautiful artwork with like the rolling waves and the clouds. And then on the back here, that cute little bunny again, continuing on their adventures. So yeah, let me also show you what they look like all together as well. So here is what all 4 of my binders look like all together. I just love how it all flows from one to the next. And even if you were to move them, they would still line up. So that design is just incredible. So yeah, like I said, overall, I am so happy with this purchase. I have been wanting these binders for so long, and I'm so glad that I finally have them. My collection means the world to me. It really is one of my prized possessions. So to know that my collection is kept in both a safe and beautiful home really means the world to me. I hope to, in the future, get some more Prism Platinum products. I would love to try them out for my larger inclusions as well, and eventually get my Japanese and non-album Twice photocards in here as well. I had so much fun unboxing these and putting my collection in these binders. It really did feel like Christmas morning. If anyone has any questions about any of these products, I am more than happy to answer any questions. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye.